Alright there lads and lasses, I'm doing a video review of my recently acquired Shoei XR1100, or as you Yanks would like to call it, the Shoei RF1100. Recently purchased this on Friday from Metropolis Motorcycles, and I got my mate Clinton to fit the helmet for me and assess the other options. Alright, where to begin? Why did I buy the lid? I bought the lid because I wanted to replace my Arai Corsair, which after 3 years and 35,000 miles of very trustworthy, almost like loyal service, it decided to pop another 2 side pods, literally only after a year and a half of replacing the other ones. Just giving a quick walk through the helmet. Yeah. So the side pods went on my Arai, and I thought, to hell with it, I'm not paying another 25 quid to get my side pods replaced, because you have to order them in, because it's a special colour scheme, i.e. the Shinya Nakano. Got this lid at a discount through Connections. I've already mentioned his name, so I won't make him liable for any sort of slagging off because I didn't give his recommendation. He's a really sound lad, is Clinton. Right, let's run through the features of the lid. It's got a larger eye-port visor opening compared to the Shoei XR1100, which I also have. A lot wider, which means that you have better peripheral vision, meaning that if you see any cunt in a Citroen Saxo or any one of these really shitty hot hatches, or even a twat in a Ferrari, you could kind of see it in your peripheral vision when they're trying to like race you down the A41, for example, and by that point you know to drop 2 gears and hoist a minger. Well, enough of that. It's got a new base plate system, which has got these springs, which means that they kind of pull the visor in for a flusher fit against the seal. I don't have any qualms about it. The only thing is that it's a bit fiddly and a bit noisy, like you hear the ratchets and stuff. Ironically, I bought a Shoei because I didn't want the hassle of the Arai side pods pinging off, but when I did try this lid, one of the springs popped off. So I needed the base plate replaced before even putting it on my bonds. But thankfully Clinton, he sorted that one out for me. Talk about noise and ventilation. It's comparable to the Shoei XR1100. You can see here that there are 4 vents at the back. Apparently, what I've been told is that if you're a sports bike rider, you have the back 2 vents open because you're more of in a tuck position like that. So the vacuum effect draws all the air out, and you've got your typical vents at the front, similar to a Shoei XR1100, which are opened to 2 positions. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly there, but it's a bit fiddly, but with gloves it's not too bad. These flow a lot of air, and it's relatively quiet compared to my Arai Corsair. Fully removable lining, which is an added plus over the Shoei XR1100. Well, the XR1100, don't get me wrong, is still a bloody good lid. A lot of the guys at uni basically had those lids because it was that popular. Fit-wise, this is more of an Arai RX-7 sort of fit, RX-7 GP and Arai Corsair. It's got that sort of round like intermediate oval. Well, it's certainly round because I've got Asian bonds. If you look at me, like, it's pretty much square. So finding a helmet that actually fits is a bit difficult, and Clinton ran through a few Arais and wanted to see if they fitted me, and they don't. What other features can I talk about? Yeah, if you look in the inside of the liner itself, draw your attention to that. I believe that recess is for an intercom system. So it's on both sides as well. So I don't know what plans Shoei have, but it's neat to have that there, which means that you can put your earpiece. It's actually made out of just injection molded plastic. Gives your ear a nice sort of cup, reduces the turbulence. I wear this with earplugs and with my Sennheiser headphones when I'm out for a blast, and I don't get much wind noise. There's not much whistling that comes through the visor because it's snug. Oh, talking about the visor, the pin lock is fucking awesome because previously pin lock pins basically were drilled in round about in that position. Same case in my Arai and my XR1100, which meant that it's right in your peripheral vision, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse when you're doing shoulder checks and stuff like that. So they moved it all the way back. I believe the old Shoei's and Arai's peripheral vision kind of stopped there. There's roughly about 5 or 10 degrees additional field of view. It's also quite, because it's got a chin curtain, which makes it quiet. Fortunately, it doesn't come with a breath deflector, but then again, if you have the visor and the demister lock, i.e. that position, it's partially open, so the vent basically channels air through, up onto the visor, defogging it. It's winter at the moment in Blighty, so it's a bit of a pain in the arse having all the vents open to keep the visor demisted, but that pin lock is awesome. Black visors coming in the post sometime soon, so it will look pretty swish, and some Blink 182 and TOT stickers. I've basically got this helmet in crystal white or crystal meth rather, because I'm sick and tired of acting like I'm a boy racer with race rep lids. A bit of a tongue twister. So yeah, it's understated. Black visor will make you look like a Stig, so you look like a badass. I was going to originally go for a black, but white is more visible, and white is the new black. I don't mean to sound racist there, so I hope nobody gets offended. I don't have any details about the Snell rating, but it's ECE 2205 certified. So that's the Shoei XR1100. Oh, before I go, you look at that. It's a bit more fiddly compared to the old CX1V visor system, because it's got an extra detent there, and the trigger's a bit more of a pain in the ass to get to. So visor changes would take some time to get used to. It's not as easy as the old ones. Not as easy as an Arai, to be honest with you, because I'm really used to changing visors with the lid still on my head. But hey, if you want reliability and if you want a good product, then you're going to have to pay for it, and you're going to have to make compromises. But I'm going to leave you at that. The Shoei XR1100 or the Shoei RF1100. Great lid. If you fit a Shoei, or if you are looking for a mid-price range helmet and happen to fit an Arai Corsair, take it from me. I was medium on a Corsair, medium on this. Fits like a glove. Certainly fits better than the XR1000. So those who do have an XR1000 wanting to change up, you might have issues with the fit, because they do fit slightly different, especially around the top, around the crown region, as it's more of a round lid, and it weighs slightly more than the XR1000 in medium. This weighs at 1,400 grams, 1.4 kilos, whereas the XR1000 was 1,350. Not that you notice it. No buffeting, comfortable at speed, and it's quiet. Shoei XR1100 by TOT.